The bar of soap was wrapped inside a cloth and turned into a weapon. From the outside, it looked ordinary, but inside, it was extremely dangerous. It was the kind of weapon that could cause unbearable pain without leaving cuts or spilling blood. That night, a group of new soldiers quietly approached the fat boy's bed. They held him down by tightly wrapping the blanket around his body, covered his mouth with a towel, and then attacked him with that makeshift weapon. Each soldier struck him with full force. Even his only friend, the one everyone called Eyes, was pressured into picking up the weapon. In the heat of the moment, he struck harder than anyone else. After that night, Eyes never slept peacefully again. Their friendship was destroyed, and the fat boy was left burning with a desire to prove himself to everyone who had called him weak. From then on, he trained 10 times harder than before. At the firing range, he started ranking among the top shooters. This change shocked the instructor, who had always thought of him as a fool, someone with no strength, no skills, and certainly no potential to become a sharpshooter. While the other soldiers easily climbed obstacles, he could barely manage the smallest ones. Where even the weakest could do a few push-ups, he couldn't do a single one. He was terrified of heights, always finished last in running, and couldn't even tell left from right when holding a weapon. His constant mistakes frustrated the instructor so much that one day, in sheer anger, he almost vomited blood. On another day, the instructor ordered all the soldiers to lie down on the ground. Then, humiliating the fat boy in front of everyone, he shoved a donut into his mouth. While the others sweated through punishment, the boy stood there chewing. That very night, the brutal beating happened, marking the beginning of a darker story. The fat boy believed all his suffering was because of that instructor. Ever since the man arrived, he had made him a target. The boy stopped talking, stayed silent and focused, and trained alone. He even whispered to his rifle while cleaning it. Others thought he had gone insane. Time passed, and at last, it was the final day of training camp. Joker was on his last guard duty when he heard a faint sound from the toilet. Opening the door, he froze in shock. Pyle was sitting on the toilet seat, loading live rounds into a magazine. Terrified, Joker begged him to stop, warning that if he was caught, everything would be over. But Pyle ignored him, slid the loaded magazine into his rifle, and locked it in place. Joker's cries woke the other soldiers. The furious instructor stormed into the toilet, yelling and cursing at Pyle. But Pyle's eyes were no longer normal. They had the madness of a killer. For the first time, the instructor hesitated. He tried to calm him, saying that if Pyle put the weapon down, he would forget everything. Instead, Pyle raised the rifle and aimed it at him. The instructor slowly sat down on the toilet seat.